was inspired by Jodi-Ann. Long before I knew she even fell ill. Since high school, we weren't really friends, but even though I was considered introverted, she was this bubbly, just bright light of energy, and she would inspire anybody who she would come into contact with. And she was just always this giving person, always giving of herself. You just can't have a bad day around Jodi. You can't be in a bad mood around her. She didn't even come across too strong either. She was just this well balanced individual. And when I heard that she had fallen ill with cancer, like it was a real shock, because Jodi didn't deserve to have cancer. She really didn't. It really hurt me in a way, even though we weren't close. So, and what really stood out to me was the fact that she posted a picture, and I had no idea that she was even amputated. By just like, my focus was just how bright her smile was and how beautiful she looked in the picture. It wasn't until I read the caption that I saw that she only had one leg. So I just had to capture that in another way, because she still had her light. She still had this energy, even though, she would be in a state where people would consider depressing, but she didn't let it get to the better of her. And I'm really, really proud of her. And I know that she would want to spread this kind of energy for even people who aren't sick, those who are sick with cancer, without. She still stands as an inspiration to all of us. So I just had to capture her beauty inside and out, because despite her being bald from cancer, from the chemotherapy, she was just still glowing, still beautiful.
Dominique and I have worked on several projects prior to this one, and in 2016, when she contacted me, I think it was around October or early November, and said that she wanted to work on a cancer project. I was like, yeah man, definitely, because I had plans to work on a new project but didn't get around to it because of certain things that happened to me in 2016. For example, my car accident. However, I was like, yeah man, let's do this I was hoping it was in 2017 that she wanted to do the project, but she told me that Jodi was coming in December, and that was the only time we'd probably get to do it, because she would be flying out shortly after. And I was like, okay, still kind of reluctant, because I'm like, but I decided to do it, and I'm so thankful that I decided to do it. I remember the day of the shoot in December, I believe it was the 26th or the 27th. Yeah, the 27th. I was nervous. We were at Darian's place and we're setting up the lights and everything, the backdrop. And, Dominique came, and then I heard Jodi came, and I was like, oh my gosh, how do I greet this young lady? Do I talk to her normal? Do I, help her? Or does she one of those persons that, even though she's, amputated, she would like to help her own self, etc. I didn't know how to handle the situation. But anyways, I followed Dominique to the bus that she came in, and before I even had the time to even think about how to greet her, she was like, hey, and I was like, hey. And right there and then, the ice had been broken, and I knew we were gonna make something magical between the team and I. And we got inside, Dominique did the makeup, we spoke for a bit, Jodi and I, and it was just chemistry right off the bat. We clicked. First frames, I was blown away. I'm never normally blown away in the first frames, and I remember saying, yo, wow. And Dominique came in and was like, Jodi, trust me, this is a good thing. For Jik to react like this means that he's capturing something amazing, and he's hard to please. For you to please Jik, it's a great thing. And pleased I was. I love these images. Working with Jodi was such an ease. It was so beautiful, and her spirit is just so warm, so captivating, and you'd never suspect, like, strip aside the physical attributes, like her soul is just something I needed. You know, it doing that shoot her helped me to grow, to be positive again, to be hopeful again, and to just continue fighting, you know what I mean? And for that, I'm thankful and I'm happy that Dominique contacted me. It was great working with Darian. It was great working with Juju and everybody else who, you know, helped me and critiqued my work in the editing process. I just really am thankful for everybody, and I really hope everyone loves the images and that they're inspired by these images, because that's, at the end of the day, that's what we wanted to achieve with these images, to inspire people and to show them that no matter what's happening in your life, it is very important to find that light within and to be strong and to be faithful. It's what's going to carry you throughout the rest of your life.
I had agreed to do this with Dominique and you because I just thought it would be fun. It took me a while to say yes, as my mother actually convinced me and coaxed me and be like, no, it'll be fun, man, go ahead. So that's how I ended up doing it, because other than that I wouldn't have done it. Afraid and shy. But yeah, that's the reason why I did it. My mom pushed me to do it, and eventually I thought it would have been fun, so I was just like, why not? It can't hurt. So I did it.
At first I didn't know it was going to be about Jodi, but then when Dom showed me her picture and told me what she wanted to do for her, I decided I had to jump at the opportunity, because throughout high school when I knew her, Jodi was always this bold, take charge woman, and seeing her continue that throughout her illness, I decided that I needed to do something to show how bold she was. So I decided to use thicker lines on the bodies, and not necessarily to make the whole suit black, but to put bold lines to draw attention towards her, you know, just a way that she couldn't hide when she wore the suit.
Of all the images that we did, wow, I think we did about 300 or over 200 images that day, and I can't say all of them, right? Which one's my favorite? If I had to pick, it would be the one of me laughing, as that's what I enjoy to do most, you know, just smiling. And I think it's a thing with me, I always have a perpetual smile. Don't know why.